Welcome to another Shadowhunter tutorial. Today we'll be downloading and configuring Next-Gen Cluster's Discord bot. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to go over to Excal's plugins. You're going to log into your account. Go to resources, have a look for the cluster bot. If you have not subscribed, you can subscribe or take the 7-day trial for the testing that you would like to do. I've already subscribed to it, so I'm just going to go ahead and download the latest version. Copy those into a folder I made on the desktop where I'm going to be running my bot from. Okay, so running through the configs, you're going to go and first create your Discord bot that you're going to use. So Discord Developer My Apps. Make sure to allow your intents, otherwise you're going to get disallowed intents errors. Okay, so your authentication uses your bot ID. Make sure to put your bot ID in the config. That is going to be your HWID when you set your authentication on the website. Now, what I generally do is I make sure that the bot is above all other roles, as the bot handles roles as well as name syncing and things like that. It will not have full rights to sync the name on your Discord if you are the owner, but it avoids any issues with your admin's name syncing and things like that. Okay, when setting your authentication, you're going to use your public IP. I'm just going to use ASM to grab mine. Remember that name because that's the same name that you're going to set your add-ons to use. So all the add-ons as well as your bot need to be set to the same server that your bot is going to use. Your add-ons will automatically download. I'll show you that as I do the tutorials on those. HWID is going to be your Discord bot ID. And then just hit save. The bot needs to be set to use the same database as well as your Now, I want to say it needs to use the same account ID to make your life easier. So On your database, you can just copy the MySQL from the one over to the other. The primary Discord will be the main Discord that it's going to be loaded into. That's the one that it's going to want, that you're going to want your admin functions, your syncing and all of that to happen through. I did not configure the cluster event log channel. If you find that you want to log every single thing that happens through the bot, you can set a channel ID for that. The cluster files need to be the same across all servers. As mentioned in the core as well, the core plugin, that's how the servers see each other, through that cluster file in the WebSocket ports. You'll see further in, I actually made a mistake where I did not add the Discord bot to the cluster. So you can just go and paste that in there from the default config, and then again just alter it as you please. I've got a specific port forwarded for it, so I'm changing that port. You can change the label as well so that it shows your Discord bot's cluster name. Note that key needs to match the key config in your config.json for your Discord bot. Okay, so what it's picking up over there, because we started the maps but never the bot, it's going to pick out that there's outdated servers. So it's going to synchronize that, and then it'll actually work better after the synchronization, and you won't really see that out-of-date servers unless the bot was offline when it tried to synchronize something from a server. But then it'll just update itself. So one thing I forgot to add, and you'll see now I'm going to go back and correct it. I forgot to add the Discord bot section in the clusters file to the maps clusters file. The map in Discord bot cannot communicate if it's not done. So close the maps, just copy the Discord bot's clusters file, and I pasted it in, and they saw each other. Okay, so now that I've updated the clusters file to have the same information as the Discord bot, I can now start the maps. So while the maps are booting, we're going to go over to Discord as well and start with the configs. Keep in mind, this is just the base config. This is not the cross chat and things like that. That's going to be extra add-ons that'll be added into its own videos. So there you can actually see that the maps have both connected to the Discord bot. Okay, so pulling the Discord bot over, I'm just going to create a general config channel. It's not going to hold any information. You can delete it if you want as well, or you can just configure it in any channel in your Discord server. So using the command /help, which I see mine doesn't have, I probably just need to refresh my Discord. So hold Control and R, hold Control and press R, and that'll refresh the Discord. Okay, cool. Select the right one, and you'll then see a list of available commands on the core. Now, this will get updated as you add plugins or add-ons. Each add-on has its own set of commands, which will also show in the help return message. So I'm going to start by changing the name. The name generally only, it takes a few minutes to update, as well as a bot reboot. So I'm going to configure the role now that's allowed to config the bot and do some settings on the bot. So I'm doing my general admin. Because I'm using it for ASA, I'm going to enable ASA sync, ASA linking. I'm only going to do one permission sync for the tutorial, but you can add as many as you would like. So I'm going to select from role, which is the majority of what people use, to an ASA permission, and I'm just going to put in the permission name. It needs to match your permissions in your database. It does not create the permission group in the database. That you still need to go and do manually. And I'm going to say that if you lose the role in Discord, you lose the permission in game. If you add the role in Discord, you add the permission in game. Okay, so configuring player lookup, you can disable certain menus. I like keeping as many options open as possible, but I'm also saying that my admins are allowed to look up other players, as well as only my admins are allowed to kick other players from the server. Okay, so that's basically the complete setup. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to look up another player. The player has not linked. Just excuse the secondary bot. That was other tests I was running as well. So that'll allow me to link myself, copy paste that in game, or right click apps and cluster lookup. I am not linked, so it's only going to show me that information. When I am linked, it'll show me my EOS ID, tribe ID, player ID, the last map that I was on that it registered me on, as well as my tribe information. It's a nice to use in your tickets. Let me put it that way. That right click function and looking up a player, very nice to use in tickets. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this one.